Well, welcome back to the channel, Loving Life Mallorca. I absolutely adore Pollenca. It's where we are today, and it's a beautiful day. It's 36 degrees and it's absolutely stunning. See it just starting the day as I normally do, having a paddle, and this sea is absolutely beautiful and warm today. It really is. So lucky to live here on the island. For the date today, we are the 17th of August. So should we go and see what's around Pollenca? Have a little look? Come on then, let's get going. I can't believe how busy it is, you know. A little bit of a walk till we get to the main part, but today's plan, like normal, there is no plan. Gonna have a look up at the Pine Walk, have a look at a couple of the side streets, go and have a drink somewhere, and generally just enjoy the day. And it is a beautiful day to enjoy. Being a port here, there's plenty of boats of different types and sizes and shapes to take out, have a little look around. Lots to see and do, Pollenca. It's like an orchestra, the ship bells are making at the moment. It was quite nice to hear it, you know, with the wind blowing. It's normal, you have to be careful. There's a bike lane just there. Don't want to be run over by a bicycle, do you? What a lovely sandy beach. So say you do have to be very careful at the moment, because we are sort of touching between 36 and 40 degrees. So, you know, with this wind, it doesn't feel mega hot today, but you can easily burn. So make sure you put on plenty of sun cream all the time. And every time you go in and out of the sea or the pool or wherever, make sure you keep reapplying it, because sunburn isn't very good fun, is it? Plenty of places you walk up here to grab yourself a drink or to a shop, something to eat, that sort of thing. There's plenty of cafes that are aimed for the cyclists as well, because it is well known round here for the cycling, with the great rides there are at the north of the island. Loads of ways of getting around here, isn't there? That was an e-bike, but some of them you can get like a twist throttle for them, so you don't actually have to pedal. You just twist the throttle like a moped type of thing, and away you go. It's past 12 in the morning, and the beach, as you can see, it really is rammed, isn't it? I love to see people in the sea swimming, having fun. It's what it's all about, isn't it? Watching people make memories, families and things. And as it's still a working port, there's many restaurants along here, around here, that actually cater, well, their speciality is fish, let's put it away. And if you want to go on a trip, you know, a boat trip, you can do your own boat trip if you're licensed or not licensed, like everywhere else. But you can also do an organised trip from here. Lots of different things you can do, and they're all great fun. Just here we can, it's a children's play area just there. If you walk along here, which we're going to do, you can see jet skis, boats, rentals, the big ones you sort of get to know, the day trip boats and things, you know. It's a beautiful place, it really is. I would really recommend, if you haven't already, coming out here. Normally along here you'd find all the jet skis lined up, the rental boats, not, as I say, licensed, non-licensed, all parked along here. Surprising how busy it is at the moment, because as you can see, there's not really that many boats on offer today. Restaurants just there. Fancy a speedboat trip. snorkeling. Some of them have like an inclusive thing where you have food and drink push you on board and things. I mean, the trips are really worth having a little look at. And if you have your own boat, yes, it seems a lot of money what they're charging per boat, but when you actually break it down between the amount of people the boat carries, it's not really excessive, if you know what I mean. It's a fun day out. So you can also book your own trip here. Look at there, if you fancy, you can see how Formentor Beach is just round the corner a little bit. You can actually book a trip to Formentor Beach from here for €17 per person, and it tells you all about it there. And then obviously you can then get a regular bus back or whatever. I mean, they do trips to do it, but trips aren't for everyone, aren't they? So it's nice to have an option. So there's plenty of trips on there. Suggestions, that's what I'm trying to think of. And you can pay for. And here there's lots of little cabins I'll show you just around the corner. And the end of this avenue here, you'll find the boats. And the further you go around on the right hand side, obviously the bigger the boats because the deeper the water. But if you are a boat lover, you'll definitely find something in all the ports. Going for, I was going to go for the cheaper brand, but I don't think any boats are cheap, are they? Going up to the Mega Millions, and there's so many here to look at. I never get bored of looking at the sea and things. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a small car park here, as you can see here, but just along here, this is where you can also get tickets for the trips and things. Sunrise for dolphins, that's always a good one, isn't it? So there's lots and lots of different sea adventures to go exploring. And it's a paying display car park, so don't get caught. So I said a lot of the car parks are free, but just watch out, you know, do your homework first before you leave your car there, because I don't want anybody coming back and finding a ticket on your car, but that's because that really does spoil the fun of the day, doesn't it? So if you fancy buying some clothes, tourist stuff, it's just stopping off for a little bit of food or a drink, something like that, you'll find everything up here. There's the tourist information just there. More boats. Nice sitting area. Years ago, just where I'm standing now, walking, this used to be the drop-off and collection for the buses. That's a bit more in towards Pollenca now, just by the high street. So you've got some shops. The high street's just over there. Shops surrounded everywhere with restaurants and things you can see. Plenty of, well, there's a couple of hotels up the Pine Walk itself. Just watching out not to get run over again. Plenty of places to chain your bike up. And if you do have one of the big boats, as I said, they won't fit in the port itself. They've chained up the big boats outside, and they come in by these little canoes here. This is where they tie the canoes as they come in. Just up here you'll find lots of restaurants just up this way now as it heads towards the Pine Walk. The Pine Walk's just a little bit further up. At the end of here you'll just find like a military base. There's not a lot as it goes up, but it's great little beaches as you go up. They're all sandy, and obviously this being what we just walked past being the bigger sandy beach as it were, but you'll find loads of little beaches as we proceed up towards the military base. As you can see in front of us, you can see the mountains as part of the Tramontana Mountains, and up there is a path, a road that takes you up right to the top, which is a lovely lookout point. Takes you down to Formentor Beach we were talking about a minute ago, and then straight up towards the Formentor Lighthouse. Summer months you can only get there via the local bus. So that's brilliant. You can see all the cars going up and down. It really is a steep hill, and the cyclists love it because it's great training for them. As they get a little bit thirsty or hungry, there's not a shortage of restaurants up here and cafes and things. Again, over here, another nice play area for children. Plenty of sun lounges and beds and things that the council provide, all with lockers. If you do get one, make sure you go in the sea to make sure you keep your valuables safe. Use a locker if you possibly can. I love those umbrellas, ones made out of straw. Plenty of seats as you walk up there, as you can see. Can't believe how busy it is. It really is busy. At night it does turn into something really nice. There's music on. When it starts going dusk, all the lights come on, the restaurants and things. It really is nice along here. Just come for a wander in the evening times. As I said, and then you'll start seeing these little beaches. Plenty of lifeguards walking up and down, which is good, isn't it? To know you're in safe hands just in case. So if you are enjoying this film, I'd love you to give us a thumbs up and a subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget, I also do TikTok, Instagram, the website, loads of different things you'll find me doing bits and pieces on. Nice cream place, look at all those ice creams, wow. I do love my ice creams, you know, and sometimes less is more, if you know what I mean. You just can't make up your mind what you fancy. And some of the restaurants have a little beachfront side, if you know, like that one there. So you can sit down there, have your meal or have your drink and just look at the sea. Just lovely. I can just imagine coming on holiday and just walking up here before or after your evening meal. But it's red hot today. It's about 36 degrees, but there is a gentle breeze there, so it really doesn't feel that hot. So you do have to be very, very careful. The best way I can describe it actually is when the heat hits you, it's a little bit like opening the oven door, because the actual breeze is lovely and warm without feeling too red hot, if you know what I mean. That's what I say, you do have to watch because there's a lot of red bodies floating around, like it has been on many of the beaches I've visited. A nice little ice cream place, isn't it? You get coffee and a cake there for $6.95. Well, this is so busy, isn't it, on the beach and things. Just imagine the restaurants and the town in the evening when it starts getting a bit cooler, when the actual restaurants start getting busy and people start looking around the shops and things. So in the winter months, a lot of this does actually close up, as you can imagine, but there are still quite a handful of places over here to get yourself something to eat, to drink and things. I mean, it's lovely in the winter, especially in the evening, because it's still reasonably warm. Just look at these houses, they're absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Every time I come up here, I always love to mention what they look like and things, you know, how nice they are. A handful of pedlos just in the sea down there. Lifeguard. And like I say on that sign, smoke-free beaches. And I love these trees as well, how they're just grown over the years in different styles, different shapes. So as I said, the sea and the pools are a great temperature at the moment. Imagine if you were an owner of these houses along here, or just visiting on holiday. You know, it's just super, isn't it? Really, just to have one of these little places. I think it's everybody's dream, but honestly, you have to have very deep pockets to obtain one of these. In the sea, really crystal clear. I absolutely love just coming along here and just having a look at it, and bringing my snorkel mask as well. So all little fishes in there. I don't know if you can see them, but there's so many of them, and they're so friendly if you go in there swimming. They don't run away from you, really petrified. They just come up and see what all the fuss is about, which is really nice. When I film at Pollenca, I get such great feedback. So many people love it round here, and I can understand why. It's a great place all year round to come and holiday. Paddle boards, canoes, everything you can get here. Just have a great day out. Leave all the worries at home, as it were. All these people can't be wrong, can they? If you're planning coming over to the island soon, I'd love to know when you're coming. You know, please let us know down below in the comments whereabouts you go and that sort of thing. Is it your first time, or perhaps your 500th time? Yeah, I'd love to read all your comments and things. This is incredible, isn't it? It's so packed. I can honestly say I don't know if I've ever seen it this busy, and everywhere saying that the tourists are down this year. Obviously I'm not sure what the nationalities are, but there's an awful lot of people here, that's what I do know. Let's have a look at the prices then, shall we? About €22 per day for an umbrella, 2 beds, and the safe, I'd like to think, per day. This is a fair old walk, as you can see I'm doing, but obviously there's different ways of getting around here, because this is reasonably flat. That it's a good idea if you can't do the walk, maybe get yourself a mobility scooter, that sort of thing. There's plenty of companies over here that offer them on the whole island. There's plenty of ways of getting out and about and exploring. Beautiful trees, aren't they? So much shade around if you just sit under one of the trees. And being a Sunday today, obviously a lot of these will be locals. You always see a difference at the weekends, that, you know, everywhere gets so filled up with locals. It does make it really nice to experience it. So I'm not going to walk right to the end of the Pollenca today before I turn around and go back. Little sandcastles just down there. I love you watching them. Yoga on the beach down there, Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if yoga is your thing, you know where the apartments, aren't they? Imagine a few, especially if you're the top one. This is twist where you take the left hand fork, people in there with the snorkels, just over there, and that's the way you walk to a hotel. There's a hotel up there and things, and obviously then the military base. Military base is where you watch the planes take off with the collecting the water, you know, to put out the mountain fires. You often see them loading up at the beach, don't you, with their buckets. That's where they're actually kept up there. This is what I'm going to turn around and head back anyway, just here. So I'm going to take a walk off the Pine Walk now and head on to the middle street, see what's going on up here. So the wind's definitely taking a turn. Have to watch your hat, so obviously a blow off. This is what I call the middle street. You find a few shops up here in different bits and pieces. There's a doctor's surgery straight away in front of it. I love the looking at the buildings and things, you know, it's really nice. So you've got a square, haven't you, with the market. There's a lovely market in the square, which is on a Wednesday. It's well worth going to all the markets if you can, and just having a little shuffle around, you'll see different bits and pieces, from fruit and veg to tourist things. But like normal, as I always say, watch your handbags, your purses and things, because there's a lot of pickpockets around markets, and also, well, anywhere that's got a lot of people, shall I say, then they can get away with it, and they are very, very good. There's a few car parks. There's one to my right hand side, a car park, that's the biggest one. There's loads of off-street car parking and things. But it's on the main bus route to here, Pollenca. You come here to go further if you want to go to Formentor Lighthouse or Formentor Beach. So if you want to check and make an adventure via the bus, then check out the TIB website, which is the local bus service. They tell you all the timings, the whole lot from the island. It's a really handy website to work your way around. It's the TIB. There's a Hotel Mirador just over there, Miramar rather. Another spa shop just here. I just love that rear yard of the Miramar. Sort of, they've done it so nicely and things. Made a little garden yard. It's just perfect. Just a little table and chairs just over there and things. You'll find apartments around here as well. Centre where the market is, the church is there as well. Behind the centre you'll find the bus station, the bus depot, and it's just located just up here. As saying, on a Wednesday you'll find the market up here, as well as if there is anything happening around here, bands or anything along those lines, this is where it all starts from, just in this square. And you've got loads of restaurants, so in the evening times this is a right atmosphere around here. The feeling's pretty electric, actually, to be honest, but there's so many people out and about, just experience and enjoying it. And because it is lunchtime, I'm really not expecting to see a great deal happening here, because it's mainly the evening, especially when the sun goes down. That's when it starts getting really busy just around here. So it's they cater for all food stuff around here, from burgers, kebabs to tapas, you know, just about everything you want just around here. That is the church just there. Behind the church you'll find the bus stop, as I was saying. Plenty of seats in here. God, this is very windy. I don't know if it's coming out in the microphone or not, but it's very windy just in here. There's plenty of cafes around to choose from as well, as I was saying. If you just fancied a drink rather than something to eat. So saying the lighthouse, it's well worth visiting up there. It's there. There's a informant tour right at the top there, so it's well worth just popping up and have a look at the scenery just up there by the local bus. Italian just there, pizzas and things. You see, there's a lot of them don't open to the evenings. These tables and chairs are still chained up from yesterday. I just love the feeling the bunting gives you during the summer months. So there's a few shops down there as well. It's a mobile phone shop, a supermarket, different things. If I took a right hand there, it'd take you up to the main road where the petrol station and the supermarket is, the big one at the end. Take a left, take back down to the port and the beach and that sort of direction. There's a good handful of proper shops around here, cafes and bars and different bits and bobs like that. They've loads of motorbikes over here, don't they? It does seem to be the theme, doesn't it? It's great with the parking, isn't it? You just shove a motorbike anywhere. Look down all the alleys we can find around here, and down there's the port where we actually started the video earlier. So walk down the alleys, you'll find lots of different restaurants and things. You know, there's loads of them everywhere, as you can see. Well worth investigating. It's absolutely boiling today, it really is. As I said, the temperature is sort of between 36 and 40 degrees, and it really does feel every bit. Even though there's a nice little breeze blowing, it's a hot breeze. And well, just make sure you put plenty of sun cream on. If you're out and about, keep on applying it. It's quite dangerous, it really is. We're in a heat wave, absolutely. Every day is as hot as the last day. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's film, please give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget I also do TikTok, Instagram, the website. I do a little bit of everything, all under the brand of Love and Love Mallorca. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next film. Bye for now.